everybody. We got an intro.
Wiggity, welcome back.
I'm your higgity host, Eli Halpern.
And I'm Mike Eaton. Thank you to our Croatian friend who made that intro. He asked for no credit yet, but...
I have no idea who he is.
Yeah, my old roommate sent out our podcast in like a video game Discord, and this guy liked us and then made us that super badass intro.
That's an amazing intro.
Yeah.
That must have taken a long time and a lot of effort. And he has definitely watched all of our shit.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's so cool. So thank you. He's watching this, so you're the fucking man.
Just for that, I'm going to Google Croatia later and learn at least 3 facts.
Oh, I already know about Croatia. You can fly there right now. Let's go fucking fly over there and jerk him off.
Yeah, I'm in. That sounds awesome.
If anything happens with Gary, we're firing him and we're moving to Croatia.
Yeah.
Or we could just podcast on the beach.
We could just kill Gary.
And wear his skin.
Oh, and wear his new suit that he got for $130.
Ooh, he got an Armani suit for $150.
Yeah, that's
Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah.
Big thank you to TikTok. You guys are blowing us up.
Yeah, thank you guys.
On the last video, I called all of you retarded.
Yeah.
I would like to... I don't want to exactly apologize. I just want to say that we're also very retarded, so please do not be offended by that.
Yeah, I assumed you were going to double down. I'd like to apologize for calling you all retarded, not saying you're super retarded.
I mean, you guys know how to operate phones and stuff, so
well, and also you like us, so like hopefully like you don't feel offended by the word retarded because we've said much worse than that.
Well, we had a comment on the last one that was like, came here from TikTok, got called an R with a bunch of asterisks.
Yeah, this isn't for you.
Yeah, couldn't pay attention after.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, you know,
and they got a thumbs up. We don't want to alienate our brand new audience.
Oh, that thumbs up is from you. You thumbs up the comment with the channel.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's true.
Well, either way, thank you, TikTok. We're fans of you now, and now in between watching shuffling videos and this one Cajun guy make jambalaya a lot. I upload clips to TikTok. It's pretty fun.
And it's working.
Yeah.
And we got a sponsor now.
Yeah, I heard.
We got Golden Cricket Protein. They are one of the only cricket protein bars in America that are 100% of the protein comes from crickets.
That's pretty
Which sounds insane. I've been saying for years that people should eat bugs. Because the only reason why people don't eat bugs is because like, ew, gross, bugs. But like, eating steak is gross.
I'm just more offended by a protein bar. Make me a cricket donut and we'll talk. You know?
I'm sure that they'll do that.
Golden
eventually.
Cricket, if you could make me a cricket donut, I will eat that. Even if it has whole crickets. And actually, no, probably not. But I'll eat it. I'll eat whatever you make.
But go to the crickets. Crickets are extremely nutritious. They're over 60% protein by weight. They're very high in amino acids and vitamins such as B12, omega-3, omega-6, and more, while being low in fat and carbs. They're good for the environment. They use 2,000 times less water than beef to produce the same amount of protein, 12 times less food, and 100 times less greenhouse gas production. They even use less water than plant protein. Even for vegans, vegetarians, agriculture kills pretty much every insect in the field. So we should be using and utilizing their nutrition instead of letting them go to waste.
Wow.
There's the copy.
Yeah. Well,
I also each bar, 10 grams of protein versus 10 grams of beef protein is saving 47 gallons of water.
So each bar is 10 grams of protein?
Yes.
How many
10 grams of cricket protein.
But so like if I look at the macros on it, it's going to tell me I got 10 grams of protein.
Let's go to the nutrition facts.
Okay, so 240 calories, 12 grams of protein each bar. That's not bad at all.
2 grams probably comes from the peanut butter.
Yeah. Well, okay, so the 2 grams, okay, or maybe isn't there date paste in it? I don't know. Dates or sugar.
Look at that. Yeah, dates.
Look at that looks pretty. I would actually probably try this, but I got to tell you, like thank you to Golden Cricket for sponsoring the show, but I got to tell you, I'm not the ideal market for a protein bar. I did one of the fattest things I've ever done today. I was on my way to therapy, and I thought I would have some cheesecake before I left. And I wanted to just take a bite of that cheesecake, but I was pretty high. And I took a bite of that cheesecake, and then I zoned out. And I was just thinking in my thoughts about what I was going to say in therapy. And when I zoned back in, I was scraping the last piece of cheesecake across the side of the box to get all the extra crumbs on it. Like, I finished a whole slice of cheesecake, don't remember any of it.
You just blacked out from the immense pleasure.
I blacked out mid-cheesecake, and my body was like, finish that. Finish that.
I have been devouring copious amounts of sugar the last couple days.
It's good.
It's amazing. It's delicious, and it's very unhealthy.
Yeah. Where do you go for your sugar?
7-Eleven.
Oh, I'm in.
7-Eleven. You said this perfectly. What?
7-Eleven is small. Wait, CVS is big 7-Eleven and small Target. Like,
Yeah.
7-Eleven is like the smallest available cool store to get most stuff.
Yeah, it's my favorite place because you're just in and out.
And it never closes.
In and out is great too. Yeah, it never
In-N-Out's
closes.
trash.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm fatter than you. My food opinions matter more. My body reflects
No, you're comparing
less
the whole.
self-control.
You're comparing the whole
of
Whataburger menu to one burger on In-N-Out.
I'm comparing whole menu to whole menu. It just so happens
No.
that the
Compare
In-N-Out
burger
whole
to
menu.
burger.
I don't want to compare burger to burger.
That's the comparison.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Whataburger is a better burger than an In-N-Out burger.
Well,
I'm
then
saying Whataburger is a better restaurant than In-N-Out, hands down. No
Okay.
one can argue that. Second off,
In-N-Out is a better burger than Whataburger.
In-N-Out is a better plain burger than Whataburger.
There we
In-N-Out,
go. Discussion over.
Yeah, but fucking Pete Terry shits all over In-N-Out every day of the week.
They're up there.
They're much better.
Number 2.
And just because you're from California, you can't concede that Pete Terry's fucks In-N-Out shit.
I hate California.
Yeah, but you love In-N-Out so much so that you have socks.
Yeah, but they are also in Texas.
They didn't start here. They started here because everyone in California got so fucking sick of California.
Yeah, Amazon started
they
in
came to Texas.
Seattle. I don't fucking
How can
praise
you love-
Washington every time I buy a fucking strap on so I can get pegged in the ass in the privacy of my own home with my goddamn wife.
I'm married.
I'm sorry, with your wife.
Yeah. It would be really impressive, though, if you could order someone strap-on and knew their measurements.
Would you be able to forgive me if your wife pegged me?
No, I think that was hilarious. Because that's not, like, sexual. Like,
I
you
wouldn't.
hate
That would hurt me a lot.
Yeah, that's why I think it's funny. Like, if you enjoyed it, I would probably feel hurt. But if she was just, like, butt-fucking your brains out, like, I'd probably laugh.
And I was just crying and
Yeah,
bleeding.
she's just grabbing your fucking mullet, like, yeah, Eli. She'd probably call you Elijah. She prefers when you go by Elijah. Like, yeah, Elijah, you fucking like... She's 5'3", you're 6'3". Like, that'd be hilarious.
That is a power move.
It would look like a drunk girl at every bar that has a rodeo thing.
Have you had requests to get pegged?
No, but she's asked to peg me a couple times, like, as a joke. And I can't tell if it's still a joke or if she's serious.
She wants to, dude.
I don't want to.
So many girls want to peg me.
I don't get it.
I'm not bragging
I'm
at
sure
all.
a lot of girls would have. You seem like if I was a chick, I'd want to peg you too.
It's like a dominance thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, no, this is why
Like, look at
I'm
this guy. He
genetically
looks
bigger
like
than you.
Enron became a person. Like, I definitely want to peg him for what he did to my Nana, you know?
But another problem I have with 7-Eleven is they always bag the shit for you.
Oh, no.
Always.
You got to get to know your 7-Eleven guy.
No, I'm always like, here, let me bag this because I have the money. I have a $20 bill usually. I'll buy like $15 worth of candy every day.
Yeah, okay.
And so I'll be holding out the 20.
Yeah.
And then he will leave me hanging while he packs up the bag. And then he takes the 20. And then, so I'll just be like, hey, just let me bag it. You take care of the change. Let's get some teamwork going on here. Let's get this done
Well,
faster.
stop touching all my fucking candy with your grimy 7-Eleven hands.
During a pandemic, especially.
Yeah, well, I don't even care if it's during a pandemic. Just don't put your 7-Eleven. I know what you do in the back there. I've worked at a 7-Eleven. I worked at a 7-Eleven for 6 months, and they never
did you
caught
do?
me, and I stole like 800 packs of cigarettes. I'm sure the statute of limitations is out on that. Sorry, Mickey and Farzana. But, dude, working there was the craziest thing. So it was an Indian couple that moved here, like from India, moved to America, and then bought a 7-Eleven franchise in a rich white suburb. And they hired me because my family stopped there every Sunday on the way to church. And they always saw me buying a shit ton of stuff. And they're like, oh, we need a white person when the white people come in here and ask questions. They can talk to them and make them feel comfortable. So they hired me as the designated white guy.
How old were you?
17? So, no, I was 19. I was 19 when I ended up working there. But I would walk around with like this iPad thing and do inventory. But the best one, Mickey, the guy owner, one day was like, hey, man, I've been making some music. Do you want to come out to my car and listen to it? I'm like, yeah, okay, let's check it out. What kind of music? And he goes, it's electronic. Do you like techno? I was like, I fucking love techno, dude. Let's go. So we get in his BMW. He puts a fucking like one of those CDR discs in, and he starts playing it. And it comes in with like a and then
He starts charming a snake.
No, it starts playing like a pretty normal techno bass line, and then I swear on my fucking life, George Bush's speech post 9/11 just starts playing. And so it's like, justice will be served. Blah, 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 blah. Boosh, boosh.
I like that.
It was fucking
That's pretty
incredible.
badass. Was he trying to be funny or was he
No,
just weird?
He fucking loved George Bush and techno. It was like,
fuck?
together. And I had to sit there straight face with my boss and be like, this is really good. I would roll to this, you know?
I like when they do that. When they sample funny shit in EDM before the drop.
He didn't, it was not ironic or funny. Like, he genuinely loved George Bush in like a way that like old white people love Elvis. Like, he had a shirt. Like a George Bush shirt that didn't say, but it's just a picture of George Bush on the shirt.
I saw a guy wearing a Hawaiian shirt that had the Twin Towers getting hit.
Ouch.
I don't know if that's real, but
That's pretty good.
I'm going to try to buy one.
You should.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think people in Texas care about 9/11.
No.
They're just like, that happened in New York.
I don't think anybody cares about 9/11 at all much anymore. I mean, like the first responders and Jon Stewart still care, but I think outside of them,
All the Californians and New Yorkers do.
why does California? They hate New York.
No, they don't.
What? When did that happen?
LA and New York are like sister cities.
No, they're like Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah, they did. They made a lot of good music together.
Biggie fucked his bitch. Have you never listened to their music?
First of all, Tupac was the one who said that,
All right,
and also
whatever.
it didn't happen.
It definitely happened.
No,
I've seen 3 Tupac movies. Maybe
he
2.
did not fuck Lil Kim.
You don't think so?
No,
I fucked Lil Kim. I did not.
According
I
to the
didn't
movie.
do that. That'd be cool. Though.
I had someone tell me that P Diddy was the one who killed Tupac.
I've heard that as well. I
From
always
me?
no from like I always have friends that are into like MF Doom and that whole genre of rap that have like really insane rap conspiracy theories.
Yeah, MF Doom just died,
Yeah.
and we found out like a month after.
Oh, really?
Or
Was that
several
long?
months. He died in October, and we just found out like,
Oh shit.
in December, I think.
Yeah, I thought it was more recent than that. That sucks.
Yeah,
He was good at music.
Yeah, he was my favorite rapper for a while there. He was like an icon for my music taste. 'Cause
My
he was
favorite
just like
rapper is Young Gravy.
he's not bad.
He's the best.
I like him. We were talking about some shit on the ride over. You were reading a subreddit called Unethical Life Pro Tips.
There's unethical and illegal life pro tips, and they're both so much fun.
Yeah, you had what was the idea with the wristbands?
So that's the best one from I think it was illegal. Was you go on Amazon and you buy one of those multicolored packs of all the different wristbands and you keep it in your car, and then when you go out to go drinking party downtown and you see what color wristbands they're giving out, you just go grab one of those bitches and strap it on.
Genius.
Never pay cover again.
I got one for you. If you have an expired debit card or a dead gift card, you can use that on a flight. Buy whatever you want because they're like up in the air. They're not connected to the network.
Oh, dude, I'm totally gonna ring the button like, hello, I'd like to purchase this plane. I'll put it on this Visa gift card.
I got a pair of Bose. I got a pair of Bose headphones.
Geez, on a plane?
Yeah. They sell this crazy shit when you're traveling internationally.
That's got to be because they're so cheap because they have internet up there, which is what they require to process the transactions.
They don't process it until they land.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's cheaper for them. If they had to use internet access for whatever device was processing the transactions in real time, then it would cost them more money.
And it would probably fuck up the signals. I mean, you
or
can't even use a phone.
You can use Wi-Fi though.
Yeah, it never works.
It always works for me.
You.
Well, that was my other life pro tip. If you're ever getting pulled over by the cops, just pretend that something bad happened and then start crying and then tell them the bad thing happened and then they'll usually just let you go. like
what?
Like not 9/11. One time I'd said that not 9/11.
No, 9/11 happened.
Not 9/11. This happened
20 years ago. I've just been really bummed out about it lately.
So I'm going 50 and a 35. Those planes hit that building really made me need to go 15 over.
I feel like you should, if you ever get pulled over, just be like, I shit my pants.
No, they're going to stop. You have to shit your pants then.
Or I'm always halfway there.
When was the last time you shit your pants?
Couple times this week.
It's insane that you look to multiple people in the room for confirmation. Oh, when was it? When was the last time I shit my pants, everyone?
I think you guys remember my life more than I do.
It's insane because you haven't had a drink in like a month.
Yeah.
Whew.
I feel fine.
I'm sure.
I have like no desire to drink.
You've been eating all that cricket protein. You're all ripped.
Yeah,
I've been hop higher and stuff.
I burned fucking 4,000 calories today.
Hell yeah. The way I'm burning 4,000 calories is with a lighter. You know what I'm saying? Smoking it. Can you do that? Is that a calorie?
Well, as we discussed on a previous podcast.
I know. I found out that water has no calories.
Anything
I remember.
that's flammable has calories. So yeah, weed has calories.
Well,
You would have to burn weed under a vial of water and see how much it takes for the temperature to rise to see how many calories are in it.
a lot.
Or you could just Google
That's
it.
why I'm fat. It's the weed calories I'm smoking.
Oh,
I'm
they're not calories if you smoke them.
No, it is. Stop. I know science now.
There's no inhaled calories.
Oh.
If you just inhaled a bunch of fat, you would die.
I'll try it.
Your lungs are not built for that.
No?
Another good unethical life hack is if your stuff is going to collections
Uh-huh.
and you can afford to pay it off,
Yeah.
just let it go to collections and then you can negotiate with the debt collectors.
Oh, and
Because
pay
they
less.
actually, if you owe $10,000, they'll buy your debt for like $5,000.
Yeah.
And then you can offer them $6,000 and save $4,000.
Yeah, and it only costs you like 20 points on your Equifax.
Yeah, it gives you a significant kick in the nuts.
But I mean,
as soon as you pay it off, it bounces back up.
I feel like credit scores aren't real anyways. Aren't they only like 40 years old or something?
They are real.
Didn't we make them up in the 80s?
I am going to pretend that I'm not farting right now.
Oh, well, that's a great way to do it. Charlie, can we Google when they invented credit scores? Awesome. This is why I like having Charlie instead of Gary. Because when you ask Gary to do stuff, he just starts yelling about Alex Jones.
Gary's like, I don't know how these computers work. I just own them. I just bought them.
Yeah, with my Armani suit.
Yeah, no, I mean, the way
1958. They were invented the same year as my parents.
the key to good credit is just to get as many credit cards as you possibly can and then
max
just
them
never,
all out.
and
Oh.
never use them.
Oh, I did it wrong. Fuck. Wait, if I have them, and not use them?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
it doesn't make sense.
Then what do you?
I have a shit ton of credit cards. I never use them. My credit score is like 760.
Wow. I have a bunch of credit cards and I use all of them, and my credit score is like 3 or 4.
Yeah, so do what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna open more credit cards. Hey, guys, send us suggestions with what credit cards I should get. This could be funny.
Do you ever deal with debt collectors?
Yeah, all the time.
They're my favorite telemarketers.
My favorite though. So Brittany has never driven a car. Like my wife has never driven a car, never owned a car. She just doesn't fuck with cars. She doesn't drive. That's fine. That's her shit. So
Interesting. I didn't know.
even though she has never in her life owned or driven a vehicle, once or twice a week she gets a call that her auto warranty is about to expire. And I fucking love answering like the phone.
the robot or the people?
The people, the human, like it starts with a robot, but if you like say anything back to it, a person connects. It's a robo dialer. So the fucking, the robot is like, your auto warranty is about to expire. We've been trying to reach you.
Oh, dude, I saw this really funny TikTok.
Mhm.
It's from the view of the driver's seat of a car looking at the passenger side window, and you just see a guy with a bat just break the window in, and then he just pops in wearing safety goggles and like he's like a white guy with like a tie and a button-up shirt, and he just goes, "We've been trying to reach you about your extended warranty policy.
That's
This is the last time we'll be contacting you."
I think we could probably have Charlie just pull up that video next time. I like you acting it out, but it's probably better visually.
Yeah, Charlie, you want to?
No, it's too late.
Yeah,
We
I
already-
got you. I
this-
got you.
It's not going to be funny now that we spoiled it. You want to watch it and pretend like it's funny?
It's like
Let's
4
try.
seconds.
Lucky found it. Oh, spoilers! The window's already broken.
You gotta
We've
start
been
it
trying
over.
to contact
God.
the
Can I hear this?
car's extended warranty
can,
for
we
quite
can't.
some time now. This will be our final attempt to try and reach you.
I'm gonna laugh and pretend.
Ha 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 ha.
Coming up next, we're going to.
Did we do it? All right, that was pretty funny.
But yeah, debt collectors, they're I got called, I was getting hounded by these debt collectors at one point. And they're super like salesman-y. They're like,
Yeah.
we're just here to talk to you. Like, we want to know what's going on. Like, what's your situation? Like, we care and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, listen, Susan, Are you proud of yourself? Do you go home at night to your husband that doesn't even want to fuck you and say, "Oh, today I called a bunch of people trying to take their money." And I just like ripped her down.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Listen, let me talk to someone more important than you."
Mm-hmm.
So
Which could be anyone.
and she transferred me, and then I kept asking to pay less.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Yeah, we can't do that." I was like, "Okay, transfer me to someone more important than you." And then transferred me like 3 ways up, and eventually they agreed to accept my 50% offer.
Nice.
Might have been 60.
Good. That's when you have enough time, you can pretty much get anything done. If you're just willing to be patient and listen to enough people on a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, TD Ameritrade has money of mine, and I have to call them to figure out how to get it back. They like locked my account.
I got a number for you. 877 cash now. It's my money and I need it now.
That should apply.
They'll get it for you. I've heard that commercial a lot. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for.
Oh, I love fucking with people on the internet though.
I haven't done that in a while. I pretty much swore off fucking with people on the internet after I got all the Kobe death threats. Because, I mean, it's
That's when
funny.
you should have kicked it in a full gear.
It's funny to have
First
someone
ge-
say they're going to murder you. Like, that's kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
And, like, it's really funny when they DM you, like, the address of your next show. And they're like, see you there with the boys. And it's like, okay. Like, fans. But
You're trying way too hard. Just give me your address. I'll sign something for you.
the problem is, like, I started telling the story at the end of the last podcast. But, like, one time I told a guy, he got super mad and was being aggressive and, like, telling me he was going to come beat me up and kill me. And I was like, hey, you should kill yourself. Like, give me your address. I've got some money. I'll buy a rope and a stool. I'll send you the YouTube video. This is how you kill yourself. I'll help you do it. Please make the world a better place. And so then he screenshotted that and posted it on my official comedy page and rated me 1 star. And so I was like, I probably shouldn't act that way anymore.
You earned that 1 star.
I did. I earned the whole. It's a
But-
gold star from Mike.
I fucked with someone once who deserved it on OfferUp, which is like, Craigslist, but like in an
It's
app.
crackhead Craigslist.
No, I find the people there are much easier to deal with than Craigslist.
Really?
Because there's a ratings and a verification system. And yeah,
I tried to
I've
buy
never
a
had
used pocket
sketchy
pussy on
encounter.
OfferUp for like 6 weeks and couldn't find one. Go on Facebook Marketplace a day.
Oh, I got one if you're in the market.
That's not real. I buy it first. I'm going to use it first.
Oh, I know.
If my pocket pussy's not a virgin, I don't fucking want that shit. I want no fucking plastic whore.
If you suicide bomb yourself, you get 72 of those for free.
Wouldn't that be the funniest thing ever if some dude blew himself up and he gets to heaven, it's just 72 fucking fleshlights?
If you blew himself up for 75 blow up dolls.
Yeah. And God's just sitting there like, gotcha, bitch.
But
I get all lightheaded from having to blow up all his own blow up dolls.
I think he'd be in heaven, so he could fill them all in one breath.
Is unlimited lungs a heaven power? I don't know.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I assume that heaven has none of the like inconveniences that.
Then why are they
life
wasting
has.
all their time with harps? Like, if you have unlimited lungs, why didn't you play a wind instrument?
They have the little trumpets, the French horns too.
Oh, the little angels.
Yeah.
Do cherubs have unlimited lungs too?
They gotta.
That's pretty cool.
They got a big belly.
What
that's
is the
full of
lore
lung
on
capacity?
So I was reading this that Satan's supposed to be like real hot. In the Bible, he's like sexy as fuck.
Sexy?
Yeah, like he's hot. Like he's a hot guy. And then they kick him
You
down.
read this in the Bible?
I mean, they didn't, not those words. They're like, ye old ass was fat or something like that. But like, the Bible said Satan was hot.
Satan
and then,
had a dump
And then
truck?
Satan, yeah, thick, But Satan went down to hell to run his little part of it. But it didn't ever say he got ugly. It just said that God turned his back on him. So like, Satan should be hot. But angels in the Bible are described as those crazy fucking eye alien monsters. They
What?
never describe them as little cute babies. They're like super floating eyes. Like it sounds like a DMT trip the way they describe angels in the Bible.
Well, it was.
But Satan's hot. Why did we end up all liking the angels and making them babies and not talking about the fucking hot Satan guy?
Is Satan a woman?
No. They didn't believe in powerful women back then except for his wives.
Well, every time I've done DMT and I see something evil and hot, it's a woman.
Okay.
You seen her?
No. All mine, it's always a group of people, and it feels like we're on the Starship Enterprise. Like distinctly, I'm in like a little spaceship setting, and there's like several people. We're all gathered around facing the same direction, but talking to each other.
I'm always hanging out with black people.
Yeah, you said that last time. It was like when you go.
Did I say that on this podcast or the one we
Yeah.
had to scratch?
No, it was on this podcast. We never had to scratch a podcast. That didn't happen.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, no, that's what happens when Charlie's gone. We have to fucking let Gary try to run things. And we end up with audio that sounds like it came out of a cup, even though we have nice microphones.
Yeah, just wasted a fucking day.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was selling this laptop on OfferUp, and the laptop was worth $2,000.
Okay.
So I listed it for $2,000.
Okay.
Everyone was lowballing me,
Of
like
course.
$1,500,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, no. And then so I was getting so fed up. I went in the bio, and I pressed return a bunch of times, and then at the bottom I wrote, if you lowball me, I will tell you that I accept your offer, and then I will have you meet me somewhere, and I will not be there. So this one guy is like $900
Okay,
for a
good.
$2,000 laptop, and I'm like
Engaged.
$1,900, and then he's like $900. That's final. Period. Gave you a chance, buddy. So I'm like, okay, where do you live? All right, let's see the farthest you'll travel.
Yeah.
So it turned out to be at In-N-Out on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood.
Okay. I
which
know
is
that
about
In-N-Out.
30, 40 minutes from where he was.
Yeah, that's like 5 minutes from where we ran that open mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he drove all the way there,
Mhm.
and he texted me saying, what car are you in? And I was like, an 84 DeLorean.
Yeah. Good.
Like from Back to the Future. I don't know why I said that. But he's like, I don't see you. And then I was like, hey, do me a favor. Go back to the listing and reread the description. And then he doesn't respond for a couple minutes. And then he just goes, wow, man, fuck you.
Yeah.
Karma's going to get you. And I was like, no. Karma just got you.
Yeah.
I am karma. I am the enforcer of karma.
Dude, I fucking hate people like that.
Should have paid attention, and you shouldn't have wasted my fucking time, and you shouldn't have lowballed me.
What's even worse is he's not even going to learn a lesson from that. He's still going to just go be a piece of shit, and he's going to blame the whole thing on you. He'd be like, that guy was an asshole. But if someone's selling
But he's
something...
unhappy,
Yeah.
and that's what matters to me.
Hell yeah. Okay, good. Perfect. Well, yeah. That's fair. I don't know. I hate the online selling environment because everybody is just so like scavengy. Like it feels like anytime you try and sell something. Like I had my TV in LA that I was just gonna sell instead of trying to move it here. And it's a fucking 60-inch 4K TV. And I bought it like brand new on sale for like $500. So I put it up, it was like $300. You gotta pick it up. $300 for a fucking nice ass TV is not much. And everybody was like $100. Like, no. Like, I'd rather throw it away than you get it for $100.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna take a baseball bat to this TV and send you a video of it. $100. Go kill yourself.
Is it a smart TV?
Yeah.
Just hack it and log into a bunch of porn and
Meat spin.
yeah.
When was the last time you meat spun someone?
Probably like 7th grade.
Man, you're missing. It's still up. The video's still up. It still counts how many spins.
How are you not gay?
You spin me right round, baby, right. That's what it says when the dick's spinning in the video.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, no, I don't. What are you talking about?
Yeah. How are you
Can
not
I
gay?
hit that?
Yeah, go for it.
You had an interesting experience on an airplane.
Yeah. Thanks for that setup. Dude, I was flying not too long ago, and I just remember this because I was watching BoJack Horseman again the other day, and it's like my favorite show. But I was taking a longer flight, and so I downloaded like 5 episodes of the show for my flight, and the 5 episodes I downloaded ended with the free churro episode where he goes to his mother's funeral. So I'm watching this show, and I've got my noise-canceling headphones on, and I'm laughing my loud, annoying fucking laugh for like an hour and a half. And then it gets to that last episode, and I'm crying. Like, it's like just bawling my fucking eyes out because it's his dead mom. It's like a sad episode. And then I take my headphones off because that's my last one. I set it down, and the lady next to me goes, "Do you have someone with you?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "Do you have like a helper?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Oh, never mind." It gets like all nervous, and I'm like, "What the fuck is she talking about?" And then it dawns on me, like, this lady thought I was retarded. And she was like, "Where's your caretaker?" And so I asked her, I was like, "Ma'am, did you think I was like retarded? And she goes, well, you were watching a cartoon and laughing really loud and really hard and sounded kind of different for the first part of the flight. And then you were watching the same cartoon and just started crying. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, you might be right. I probably should have a caretaker. Oh, man. But I love flying. Just the people around me. I love turbulence.
I hate turbulence.
Why?
It's fucking terrifying.
No, it's not.
It's all shaky. I don't like roller coasters.
Have you ever crashed? I know you don't like roller coasters. Holy shit, I know you don't like roller coasters.
I found that if you shake your legs, like if you're, like when you're nervous or like on edge, you like shake your legs.
Yeah.
And then someone will be like, hey, can you stop doing that?
You're like, no, I have to stab you if I do.
And then you got to pretend like you weren't doing that. You're like, oh,
I'm not nervous.
I knew I was doing that. I do it without noticing. But I'll do that intentionally when there's turbulence. And it like throws off the turbulence so I can't feel it because it's moving my body around.
Okay.
And then the turbulence gets really bad, I'll just start going, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, and just praying that the plane goes down. So at least if it goes down, like I'm right.
Dude, I never want to fly with you.
I mean, with me's great.
You're gonna
I
chant
get free
Allah
drinks the
Akbar?
whole time.
Yeah, and free stares from the
I don't do that out
air
loud.
Oh.
Although I did once in South America.
Okay. If you're not doing it out loud, then who's it for?
Me. Trying to comfort myself.
By praising God in Muslim?
Yes, by
Or
hoping that
Arabic?
the plane goes down.
What? That is a crazy way to comfort yourself. You know what would make me feel better in this situation? If God's real, he's Muslim, and we're all dying. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. How does that make you feel better? For instance, when I want to feel better in turbulence, take my hand, go like so upside down, put the other one up, and pretend I'm in a rodeo. I'm like, let's go, bitch. And then everyone else looks at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm like, having the most fun,
Dude, I was on a plane once flying from like Spain to Portugal, and we had this like nice little Mediterranean lunch.
Cute.
And it came with like a little bread and like a packet of oil and vinegar, which is, that's some Olive Garden level shit.
Ooh.
Fucking United Airlines when you hear your family.
Yeah.
It wasn't United. It was foreign. But I'm struggling to open this olive oil, and then I finally rip it open. It's like stretches, and then it shoots out. Fucking laser covers this lady's like pristine white blouse.
Yeah, good.
And she is like right there. She's directly right there. And then she's like, "Ah," and like turns around and look at me, and I fucking like turn like to look both ways to see who I can blame this on. And I realize that there's no way I'm getting out of this. I'm the only one in the perfect trajectory to just annihilate her clothing. Yeah. And then I was like, and I was all hungover and had a bunch of anxiety, and I'm just like, I'm really sorry. Can I buy you a drink with my expired card?
Yeah. You should have been like, sorry, my dick just threw up. He's hungover. Awesome.
And she was like, actually, yes, I would like a drink.
Yeah.
She was pissed.
And based on what happened with the hooker that you were supposed to buy dinner, I'm guessing you did not actually buy her a drink.
Oh, yeah. I signed up for sugarmodels.com.
No, you already told the story.
No, we had to scratch it.
No, that's in the last episode. That's in episode 8. I just listened to it. We scratched episode 9 that didn't exist. And we talked. The reason we scratched it is because we were both so high that at one point you said, let's do clouds now. And we spent 5 minutes just freeform associating all the things we could think of with clouds. It was pretty bad. But you already told the hooker story.
Yeah, that kind of material should just be for Casburgers.
Yeah. Yeah. Which has such great episodes like, I took acid and I'm on a plane.
Yeah, if you like me, click into videos and click Casburgers, and that's my podcast, which has been around for a couple years.
And if you like me, then there's probably something wrong with you. But I'm on your team.
Mike is on a lot of my podcasts. If you like us, which you do because you're watching this, you should look through the Casburgers episodes that I've done with Mike in the past.
Dude, the one so when I was putting together like my first like comedy like EPK thing to try and like send out podcast appearances and get booked on stuff, I was going through and cataloging all of my podcast appearances, and I had like 5 on Casburgers. And then one of them, I was like, I probably should not put this in my press kit because the title of the episode is Allah Schwitz. Because in the episode, we're like sitting in your car in Hollywood drinking, and you said we would have won the war if we had just Auschwitzed the Middle East, if we had just like Hitlered the Middle East.
No, I was saying that like, I was like, what if America did that? Like, what if we won the war so good that we just started turning Iraq into a concentration camp?
Yeah, and then I said we
Or
could call it
Afghanistan.
Auschwitz.
Yeah.
And I'm certain it's the worst thing we've ever said. So we repeated it. It can't be any worse. Dude, Crystalia put out that apology video. And it's not even like much of an apology video. It's more like a...
It's just like, yeah, I'm a sex addict. I'm aware.
And the thing about it that fucks me up is like, if you watch it at the beginning is when he addresses like, because the whole problem that everybody had wasn't that he was fucking lots of girls. The problem was that he was fucking children. They were like, hey, stop fucking 16-year-olds.
Yeah, he was like starting, he DM'd them initially when they were like 17.
Yeah, and so
yeah, you'll be 18 in a little bit, right?
he was like grooming them for like tour stops in his city.
Yeah, that's weird.
So that's why people were upset. But so instead of addressing that, he doesn't even look into the camera. He just goes, everything was consensual and legal. Like, it's so, if you watch it, he can't look into the camera and say that statement.
It's uncomfortable.
I've watched a lot of true crime, and that means he's lying. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that special wasn't even funny.
Yeah. No, but I watched, you know whose apology was even worse than his, though? Justin Timberlake's. I'm going to talk about things that I don't think you care about at all, but they released
I'm going to zone out.
I love Britney.
You get through this?
You know I love Britney Spears, right?
No, but it makes sense.
Yeah, my ringtone
surprised.
is "Party in the USA" by Miley Cyrus. Like, everything about me makes sense. Like, so one of the first CDs I owned was that Britney Spears pink CD with like a blue flower on it. You definitely owned it too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you fucking did. Dude, and my mom's car at the time didn't have a CD player. It just had a cassette. So I burned the CD onto a cassette so I could listen to it. When my mom would go like shopping and shit, I would stay in the car and sing along to Britney Spears songs at full volume in the car. I was like a little...
I'm going to pretend like I can't relate.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But so Britney Spears had a documentary come out because her dad is a fucking psychopath and took over like all of her money basically and was like taking advantage of when she was having a mental break from the paparazzi just ruining her life. But the other part of it that I didn't even remember, do you remember that Justin Timberlake Cry Me a River video?
Yeah.
That was about Britney cheating on him with Kevin Federline, who was a backup dancer. That was like the whole big goss at the time. And JT drops this video and just shits on Britney and like ruins her image. And so that got brought up as how malicious of a move it was in the documentary. And Justin Timberlake's apology is he just screenshotted the Notes app. It's just posted it on Instagram. Like, there's no way he wrote it. Like, some PR person was like, hey, Justin, post this.
Yeah, here, just throw this up.
So at this point, I rate Crystalia above Justin Timberlake, but they can both fuck themselves.
When did Justin Timberlake apologize?
Like a week or so ago. I don't know.
Why was he apologizing for something from like 15 years ago?
We all apologize for shit from the past when we realize it was wrong. But like the quality of the apology determines
I'm
how
not
it's...
gonna.
I know you're not going to. You don't count. What? What is your addition here? That's the point of the video, is that he says that she did that, but like all right. Well, this is why Gary is traveling to a conservative news party later.
I stay away from gossip as much as I can, but for my family, I feel it is important to address recent rumors that are hurting the people I love. A few weeks ago, I displayed a strong lapse in judgment, but let me be clear, nothing happened between me and my co-star. I drank way too much that night, and
I think this is just him.
Yeah, that has.
Yeah, this is a different
nothing to do.
apology. But it is pretty great that he always apologizes with screenshots of his Notes app. Like, Justin Timberlake doesn't have the ability to actually apologize, so he has a team that he pays to do it for him, and they just screenshot it and post it on Instagram.
Well, what's the point of having fuck you money if you can't say fuck you?
No, the point of having fuck you money is not apologizing and saying fuck you. That's why it's fuck you. It's not fuck you, I'm sorry money. It's just fuck you money.
What is I'm sorry money?
That's where I'm at currently.
Is that debt? That's debt, right?
That's when those people keep calling me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I have no money. That's I'm sorry. Dude, I had a debt collector call me, and they're like, hey, you owe, like 11. One time, I had the like thing around my balls swell up, the epididyma. So I'm in the middle of like a work presentation. It just feels like I kicked in the nuts. So I'm just like talking, and they're just like,
do you have epididymitis?
Yeah. I had epididymitis, so I had to go to the hospital, but so they have to do a sonogram of my balls. And so they're putting the gel on my balls, and then the guy says, take your penis and pull it towards your chin. And I was like, it's not going to reach. And he's like, but so I get
Which chin?
Yeah. Oh, you want me to fuck him? I think I can get in there, right? But so I get the sonogram on my balls, and he's like, yeah, you got epididymitis, whatever. And so I was like, oh, cool, emergency room, you don't have to pay. So I left and never paid it. But so I owed them like $1,100, and they're like, we can settle it today for $700. And I was like, hey, I have like $3 right now. Would you want Can I Cash App you $3? She's like, sir, we don't accept Cash App. And I was like, that's all. I have $3 in my Cash App. That's all the money I have. And the lady was like, sir, you need help. And I was like, I can't afford it.
Although I will be posting this on unethical pro tips on
Yeah.
Reddit later.
Yeah, if you want to get therapy, just make the debt collector feel sad for you, and then it's free.
Yeah. Also, how great is this sweater?
It's pretty good.
We have Archer and Rick drinking. Two of my favorite alcoholic cartoons. I
Yeah.
fucking love cartoons, man.
Me too.
Same with BoJack Horseman. Like Archer, Rick, Randy,
There's a lot of great.
BoJack. They're all like relatable alcoholic characters.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Peter Griffin is pretty relatable for me. I'm fat with a hot wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's retarded though.
Have you met me?
You're not that retarded.
I beg to differ. I'd
I'd say Bart Simpson.
Yep. I like him. See, I feel like I'm smarter than Homer, but dumber than Peter.
Well, yeah, because Peter is voiced by Seth MacFarlane, who's an amazing writer.
He's a genius. He's a
so
flat out.
good.
Have you listened to his show tunes? You know that he recorded like studio albums of music.
Yeah, I hate show tunes more than country, more than EDM.
I hate musicals. Like I would not do anything to sit through a musical, but he's good.
Yeah.
Like if they were playing Seth MacFarlane music as I was like shopping at Nordstrom's, I'd be pretty happy about it.
Yeah, he's like the Michael Bublé of
Yeah, he's Michael Bublé, but he talks about
like
balls.
comedy.
Yeah.
Of, like he's like a degenerate Michael Bublé.
I would love to hear like a bunch of just like swanky Rat Pack songs, but redone as just dick and ball, like fart humor from Family Guy. I can't think of any examples. That's where we should be comedians and then do a bunch of.
I just made me think of South Park examples.
It made me think of Dick Cheese.
Oh, Richard Cheese is amazing.
Yeah.
You guys should look up Richard Cheese. He does
You should, for
covers
sure.
of he used to do covers of all the like pop songs from the 90s, like
Yeah.
Chop Suey, System of a Down, like
But it's
Britney
very funny.
Spears, Smash Mouth, like all the hits back then. And he does an amazing like lounge jazz version to where it's actually good music
Yeah.
and it's really funny.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. Because it's already songs that I like, but then I get to hear him saying like they're racist.
Lounge Against the Machine
Hell yeah.
is his band. That's great.
Man, there's a lot of members in that band.
Do you remember Group X?
No.
Do you remember
Static X? Yes.
newgrounds.com?
Yes.
When there's that song that's like, I don't want to talk to you. I just want bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, I don't want
That's-
to know your name. I
that's-
just want bang, bang, bang.
And 55,
Yes.
that's Group X.
Okay. Are they into the world?
Arabian rap sensation.
Yeah, okay.
And they just came out with a new album not too long ago. They're on Spotify.
That's insane.
And if you listen to they also have really good music. But they sing like this. They have accent whole time. And they're just like a bunch of white dudes like pretending to be Arab, I guess, but that's not an Arab accent at all.
That is incredible. Dude, there's like the world exists now where there's so much music that is like really well produced and done. And then it's just like, you remember I showed you Blake Rules and Kids Trap?
Yeah.
There are albums.
They had the Rick and Morty album, right?
There are Kids Trap albums. They're trap music, but like the songs are called like Puppies and I Love My Mom. And it's like really crisp and really well.
It's
like
good,
I
yeah.
listened to it because they made Teen Trap. And there was one of those that had like a catchy one. It got recommended in my Discover Weekly on Spotify. And I was like, all right, this fucking bangs. And then him and this other guy, Nether Friends, had a song called Don't Be a Fuckboy. I was like, yeah, that's catchy. I like that. What other music have they made? I Love My Mom. All right, let's see what this is about. And everybody I showed it's a banger.
Did they made the Rick and Morty one?
I don't know. I don't remember.
There's a whole Rick and Morty album where they're just like breaking down each episode.
Interesting.
I think it's him.
Wow, okay. Good job. I actually interviewed him during the quarantine with my friend Alyssa, but we never did anything with it. But I got to talk with him and ask about the music. He lives in San Antonio.
Is it recorded?
Yeah.
Do
We
you have his
probably should
contact
just hit him up.
information?
Yeah, let's just hit him up.
Yeah.
Dude, we should have Blake do a fucking song.
Yeah.
We should get a Giggleboys song called I Love My Mom.
We should
Giggleboys
just-
edition.
We should just have him come on here and like freestyle.
Yeah, that'd be great. He's a lot of fun. He puts out like an album a week. He's a powerhouse at music.
That's cool. I love
Yeah.
rappers that do that. That's what like Larry June does in Currency.
There are
and-
14 kids trap albums. There might be more. They're pretty good. Shit, man. I've been having just like a bunch of nostalgic moments from my childhood like come back to me. I was cleaning through like some of my old stuff that I moved from LA back to here, and I found some old Pokemon cards that I had. And I remembered I went to like a Catholic school growing up, and I had like a huge like enemy relationship with the whole staff. And one time, my third grade teacher took my holographic Alakazam and ripped it in half in front of the whole class.
That's
And
like illegal.
I'm a piece of shit, so I told her that my dad was going to sue her and take every penny she had.
I mean,
And I
that's
was so
fair.
convincing that she took out her retirement to put a lawyer on retainer and didn't show up to school for 2 days. So 2 days we have sub, and then the third day we go in, and my parents are in the office, and I get called down into the office, and it's my teacher and a lawyer and my dad and my mom. And they call me in, and they're like, "So we'd like to discuss the pending legal action." And I'm like, "Oh, I haven't told them about that part. I just threatened you for ripping my Pokemon card." And she's like, "I cashed out my retirement for this." I'm like,
Shouldn't have ripped my fucking card.
Sucks to suck, bitch. I just used Hyper Beam.
Dude, I got ripped off. I got ripped off in third grade for my Charizard holographic card, and I traded it for a Japanese Machop
Oh,
because
no.
the sixth grader swindled me into believing that it was better.
Ooh, you should go find him now and Machop him.
There's no way I could find out who it was.
Machampion. I like to be Machoked. What?
But do you still have Pokemon cards?
No, I gave the rest of the ones that I found. I got rid of all my my mom.
A lot of
threw
those are worth
away
money.
Some of my nice ones.
Some of the holographic ones are worth like thousands of dollars.
Dude, I was talking. Do you know Jackson Land?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson. Oh, yeah, of course you know Jackson. But I was talking to Jackson. He got really into Pokemon cards. There was a holographic Charizard, which was like the Grail as a kid, that sold for like 150 grand. G-Eazy, the rapper, bought one that was like a 7-digit Pokemon card. Can we Google how much that was? G-Eazy bought a Charizard that set like the record. And
Yeah,
then,
dude, I could have still fucking had that.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask
I wish
my-
I had kept all my Bitcoin and Beanie Babies and Charizards.
Oh, Beanie Babies. I'm gonna ask my mom if she still has my.
Yeah, you should text her right now on the podcast. That seems like the perfect time.
Hey, I'm trying to make some money off these Pokemon cards.
Hell yeah. Dude, I don't get why the Pokemon card happened in third grade. In first grade, I got my school to call CPS on my parents accidentally. I didn't even mean to. I showed up to school late, and they asked why I was late, and I was like, I'm tired. Like, why are you tired? I was like, my parents get me up every day at 4:30 a.m. and make me rake the yard, and then they only give me half a Pop-Tart for breakfast. And they're like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, every day. And so they pulled me into the office, they called CPS, and they called my parents in, and like my dad gets there, and they're like, sir, are you waking your son up at 4:30? My dad's like, we have yard guys. Like, he's fat. What do you mean half a Pop-Tart? Like, he eats a whole box. What are you talking about?
How do your parents still love you?
They don't. Well, my mom does, but me and my dad talk on WhatsApp.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, which is so weird that we both only talk to our dads on WhatsApp.
Well, my dad lives in Panama.
My dad lived in Bangladesh.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Got
So,
a couple of international.
I found I couldn't find anything about G-Eazy, but I did find a Pokemon card so expensive
Who
the
is it?
cost is unknown.
Oh, that's not helpful. Unknown is another Pokemon.
Well, it goes
Unknown is.
$200,000 to
Ooh.
unknown.
I think you made up the G-Eazy thing.
No way. All right, I didn't make it up. If anyone made it up, it's Jackson Lynn at Jackson Lynn 69 on Instagram for lying to me. Go and yell at him.
Everyone send him a picture of your dick if he's wrong.
Yeah, send him a picture of your dick like a fucking Charizard.
Dude, we used to fuck with each other like that in college. We would put each other's numbers on Men Seeking Men on Craigslist.
yeah.
And they would just get blown up by dicks every 10 seconds for like 36 hours.
That's the other illegal pro tip is if you want to like fucking ruin somebody's email address or phone number, you put it on like a Craigslist site with like a really popular, like right now, like a PlayStation 5 or an
Yeah, that's
Xbox.
illegal.
No.
now.
You put it on there and then you put a really low ball number that you're asking for it. Like, I only want $50 for this. And then you put willing for creative payments with a winky face. And then just watch what happens. You're going to get so many dick pics, brother.
I need to go find an enemy.
Yeah. Right? I keep thinking of all these great revenge plans and I don't have anybody to use them on because life's pretty good.
Yeah. It's usually, I feel like the revenge plane would be other people trying to fuck me over.
The only person I want revenge on is whoever invented spin class. That's who I want revenge
I
on.
believe that was George Spin the Third.
Was it? Fucking bastard. Yeah, Logic, not
Logic.
G-Eazy. They're the same person.
No
Whatever.
way, not even close.
Whatever.
Logic is a great rapper.
Yeah, actually,
G-Eazy
Logic is a good
sucks.
rapper. Logic helped me to not commit suicide. Is that the right one? Is that the right one?
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah, hell yeah. Have you been to spin class?
No.
You never gone? You go and do so much cardio. I figured you would go and do like that one. Especially you.
I like cardio that makes me large and assaulty.
Okay, that's fair. Well, you could make your legs more assaulty so you could chase down a victim on your bike. That's faster than running.
I don't have a bike out here.
Oh, get one. It's cheap. Anyways, I tried to go to a spin class like in LA because I thought like, there'll be like famous people there probably. They all do spin class. And I went and I didn't know this, but they tell you to stand on your bike in spin class. Like you're riding a bicycle and then they're like, hey, stand up and keep pedaling. Like a
Okay.
BMX trick.
Okay.
I can't do that. So I was like, no, I'll sit the whole time. So I just stayed like pedaling on my bike. It's a fucking hour long. And like, they're saying like, spin it, make it harder. I'm like, no, like this is hard enough. Why would I, like, I'm going, you can make it easier. This is incredible. So like at the end, I'm just like in like first gear, just pedaling easy, sitting down. And then she's like, all right, good job, everybody. And then they get off.
Except for you.
Yeah, she didn't even notice. They can't check. She, like,
They're
she,
not gonna,
She probably didn't notice it. She probably noticed I didn't stand up. The only fat person there. Yeah. I can't believe that guy was sitting the whole time. But the worst part, I get off the bike and I stand up next to it and my entire dick and balls had fallen asleep. From like that little bike seat, like my gooch resting on it. It had pressed on like whatever nerve that is. And my whole dick and balls are completely numb.
That happens to me when I play drums.
What?
Because I'm sitting on
on the edge of the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, isn't it so scary?
Yeah, it's probably, it's gotta make you like fertile for like 20 minutes.
It's got to do something. Dude, I was so scared, and I was in like the back of the spin class. And like when your legs are asleep, you like try and like move them. So I'm sitting in the back of the spin class, like just jerking out of my dick. And like the poor spin instructor's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." Like, because it looks like the fat guy.
It's
came
not what
to
it looks
spin
like,
class,
but if I explain, it's gonna sound worse.
spin class finished, and I just started jerking off in the back to like all the sweaty people. Like, stop! And I'm like, I can't feel my dick. So yeah, fuck spin class. There's an enemy. There's an enemy. George R. Spins the Third.
Just look up a spin class place and then find out who runs it and then
Bomb
send them
them.
a bunch of
Oh.
dicks.
Yeah, send them to meet spin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
We had I wanted to say another prank.
yeah. Have you pulled? So I have a second generation prank. I think that's pretty rare. My dad pulled a prank in high school, told me about it, and then me and my best friend in high school pulled that same prank. So the prank is you find a friend in the summer in Texas who leaves their car unlocked, and then you also buy a pound of fish. You go into that friend's car and you unscrew the back seat, and you put the fish under the back seat, rescrew that, and leave it in there. That's gonna rot and become just deathly fish, and they're not gonna know where it came from, and it's gonna melt into the seat. So my dad
did that.
my dad told me about doing that in high school, and I was like, Dad, you're a genius. So me and my friend Jordan did it. There's a kid. He's out there somewhere. He's probably still alive. Jack Fink. Fuck you. We put we put a whole fish under the back seat of his shitty
How
fucking
much
car.
was that? What kind of fish?
It's like, who gives? We had my dad's credit card. It cost $0.00. Fucking, I grew up in South Lake. I'm a piece of shit. So we bought this fucking fish and put it under his back seat in his car. And Jack didn't have enough money to buy like a nice car wash to get it like cleaned out. So he was just in the parking lot one day with a hose, just like throwing up and trying to clean out the inside of his car. And it's one of the funniest things. I was sitting on the curb, like almost peeing myself laughing.
Well,
So if there's a God, he's sleeping because I should have been fucked by now. You know,
never go bass to mouth.
Yeah, ass to trout. I too have seen South Park.
Yep. A wonderful South Park quote. I was trying to.
You got any? What is your prank? You got any more pranks?
Well, I was gonna say I had a prank, but then I realized it's just vandalism. But then you told. But then you told yours, and I was like, oh, yes, that's the kind of shit that I did. My friends would always do upper deckers. I never
Oh
did
yeah,
that.
shit in the top of the toilet.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
we
that
used
big of a
to
problem, 'cause
we
it
used
just
to
goes through
just
the pipe.
kick people's walls in,
Yeah.
and when we'd go out and party in Santa Barbara, we would just steal everyone's food and then go
Okay.
back to my house and cook it.
Nice.
Let's see. Whenever there was like 10 cars parked in a row, I would like run over the tops of them.
Jesus. All right, that's pretty good. We would play scavenger hunt, and we would just take the letters of the alphabet, and we would drive around in neighborhoods, and we would steal something that had that letter of the alphabet. But the best one time we got to F, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna find a football. And there were these kids playing catch in the front yard. And I was like, hey, I'm open. In the back of the truck, the kid throws me the football, and then we just drive off. Like, childhood.
I had a staff member at this wilderness camp I got sent away to that told me when he was like 3.
I can't believe we
This-
both got sent to wilderness camps.
I can't.
Let's talk about that next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say?
He was like 3 and he just got like a brand new like big wheel,
Uh-huh.
like little bike
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I know what a big wheel is.
3-year-olds.
Yeah.
And these like 4 high schoolers pull up in a truck and just run out, grab the big wheel from this baby and just fucking peel off, slam on the brakes at the end of the street, throw the big wheel out of the car, then peel off and keep going.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was hilarious.
It
Just like,
is.
you're just being a complete asshole to this 3-year-old with a big wheel.
I can tell you.
I really want to know like what the rest of their day was. I want to know who they are and where their life is at. Right
I can
now.
tell you exactly what's happening. They were playing scavenger hunt, and they got to the T, and the one kid was like, tricycle, and stole the tricycle. Another kid was like, fuck you, that's a big wheel. And then they had to throw it away at the end of the street, and they went to go finish their scavenger hunt.
That seems plausible.
Yeah, I think so. All right.
Thanks for watching Giggleboys. We'll be back.